Are you the one that threw my wife out?
All of us sometimes miss the opportunity to say thank you to people that come into our lives. It took one Murfreesboro resident a year and a half to organize a proper thank you to first responders.
I don't know how to say thank you. I mean, how many ways can you say thank you? You think you're happy seeing them? They are so happy to find out what became of me.
In October 2021, Stanley suffered a major heart attack in his home. First on the scene was the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department.
The fire rescue truck was there within 3 minutes.
The response time was unbelievable.
And by the time they screeched their tires to a halt, the ambulance showed up behind them.
He took one breath when we were there, his last diagonal breath, and he was pulseless, so he was completely unresponsive. It felt like it was forever. At least 10 minutes worth of chest compressions on him. We knew he had a chance. He'd get a pulse back and he would go away. He'd get a pulse back and go away. And we worked him for a long time, really hard.
The fire department was there before us because obviously they were closer than us, which is, we work so well together. It doesn't matter who gets there first. We're always doing the same thing.
The job of first responders is to take control of the scene. And Joan made a point to thank one of the paramedics for doing just that.
You remember yelling at me?
I don't, but I'm good at that, so I believe you will.
I was actually flatlined and, to put it easily, dead for probably about 5-10 minutes.
We had to shock him 5 times with the defibrillators.
The medics could have called it, but we knew he had a shot. We knew it wasn't great. But that's why we have a whole crew of firefighters show up, because it'd be hard to do with 2 people. And I've got one of the best crews in the city, and we went in town and tried to bring him back. So,
after arriving at the hospital, the doctor gave Stanley only a 5% chance of survival, which made it even more reason for Stanley to thank everyone that helped save his life.
I am here to thank the paramedics, the first responders, the ambulance, and everybody that had a part in saving my life. And having a chance to meet the person is unheard of.
We never really get to meet the people that we help, and so it's so cool to see them have a quality of life, walking around talking to us, give us a hug. It's a very unique experience. It's the whole reason we took the job, right? We see a lot of bad stuff, but we get to bring a couple back and get to meet them, and it makes it all worth it.
We always get left wondering whatever happened to him. And so today was actually very, very nice and very good for us as well, and for me to actually see somebody that we worked so hard to bring back and to save.
At the top of the list of thank yous was the fire rescue employee that prayed with Joan after Stanley was sent to the hospital.
That was you. You get another mistake.
I remember that moment like you wouldn't believe. That moment was like unbelievable.
I walked out, and we weren't sure if he was going to make it, and I saw his wife and his son standing there, and they were trying to come in the ambulance entrance, and I said, hey, I'm going to take you around to where you need to go, but I said, do you mind if I pray with you? And I just stopped, and I said a prayer with him for a minute, and it had a good outcome, so I think it's part of God's plan.
So your prayer freaking works.
A message to everybody: take a CPR class. I took a class 40 years ago. By the time I started doing them, the team was in the house. Thank you. That's all we can say.
We just got to say thank you.